Hey everyone, Steven for Futurelooks.com, and we're at CES 2015 checking out what's new at Seagate. Now Seagate also has new products, but they've also kind of done a, how should I say, an evolution of their logo. And with that comes a bunch of new products. So let's go have a look at 3 of them. Seagate's new logo is really more about evolution. And as you can see, we have the evolution of the hard drive here from the 70s era hard drive down to last year's thinnest hard drive, which is this 5mm unit used for most ultrabooks, notebooks, tablets and everything like that. So it's really amazing how much areal density that they've been able to pack into a 5mm casing. But what's more interesting this year is how they've been able to create an external drive like this. This is the new Seagate 7. And what this is a 5mm drive inside a casing that's 7mm in height. Now, if you remember, most notebook drives less than a couple of years ago were 9.5mm in height. And this particular drive with a 500 gigabyte, 5400 RPM drive internally is only 7mm in total thickness. It's rather amazing. Here's the 5mm drive beside it, and as you can see, it's barely larger than the bare drive itself. The Seagate 7 has a distinctive design that looks like it's a bare drive, but it's not really a bare drive obviously because it's encased in this beautiful casing. It's got the laser etching. It is USB 3.0 compatible with the connector at the bottom here, and it comes with a really nicely made braided cord that really says premium. And this is something that Seagate hasn't really focused on. They focus more on the function and everything, but this really takes some of the things that they've learned from the LaCie division and they've brought it down to the Seagate division itself. Now in terms of pricing, you'll be looking at $99.99 for this particular drive, and it should be available in the next couple weeks, also available for pre-order for most retailers now. Last year at CES 2014, we touched base with LaCie and they showed us a really amazing product called the Little Big Disk, which is essentially a Thunderbolt drive with 2 M.2 SSDs inside rated, and it was putting out some pretty amazing numbers. 1,375 megabytes per second for 4K video production and editing. And this was really more for the Mac Pro crowd because that's when the new Mac Pro launched. And of course, most people know about their durable drives. This is the LaCie Rugged Thunderbolt, which launched about the same time. Now, in terms of being able to back up that ruggedness, having a single drive probably isn't the best way to back up your device. So what LaCie has done is they've created a new LaCie Rugged RAID drive, which supports RAID 0 or RAID 1 because it has 2 drives in this casing right here. So here is the new LaCie Rugged RAID, and here's the original. And they've taken painstaking detail to making it look very similar in size to the original with just slightly higher height, like just by a little bit, to incorporate the hardware RAID controller inside. And the height itself, as you can see, it's pretty impressive how they were able to sandwich 2 5400 RPM 2 terabyte drives into this casing itself. Now, one of the other things that's really cool about this drive is the fact that on the back here, which is a design by Neil Poton, there's also, in addition to the Thunderbolt support, it also has USB 3.0 support as well too. So it'll work with both PC and Mac devices. And the cord itself is also wrapped around the outside, which means that you'll never forget your cord. So if you have to back up something, if you have to access the drive, it's available for you. And while this cord is off, you can even put the cap back on here, increasing its water resistance. Now keep in mind, this is still not waterproof, but it does do a pretty good job of resisting most spills and drops and everything like that. Now in terms of retail price here, the LaCie Rugged RAID is going to retail for $449, and it should be available sometime after CES. Every year at CES, LaCie likes to put out something that's just a little bit more premium. Last year at CES 2014, they brought out the Sphere, which was a silver smelted sphere housing a hard drive inside, which had USB 3.0. Don't know anyone who would buy it, but it was really, really cool the way that they built it and smelted it using old world methods. This year, however, they've decided to concentrate on materials. And this particular drive, which they call the mirror, is actually made using mirrors protected by Gorilla Glass. It has an internal aluminum skeleton, and it's placed on this pedestal made of wood. The most unique part of this device is actually the unboxing process, which we're going to show you right here. So here we have the LaCie mirror in its retail packaging, which is quite luxurious. It's very elegant. It's a 1 terabyte drive inside, 5400 RPM, and has USB 3.0 capability. Inside the box, it's displayed to you. And while we're looking at the mirror finish right here, one of the things that they've done in the design is to make it so that when you're staring off to the side while you're working, it doesn't actually reflect your face, so that you don't actually get the reflection back distracting you from your actual work. Underneath this right here, there's another panel that kind of flips away, revealing both the stand and the custom braided and colored USB 3.0 cable. And underneath this part right here, there is a bag, as well a cleaning cloth to keep the fingerprints off the device itself. Now, the retail price of the mirror by LaCie is $279.99 and should be available in the coming weeks. And that's a look at 3 new products from Seagate, LaCie, and a brand new logo from the company. I'm Steven with Futurelooks.com. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more CES 2015 coverage coming up really soon. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like this video. Take care.